Alright guys, and welcome to the very first round of Battle of the Ratings. Here in the studio, Richie Ortiz, and I'm joined here with Aaron, Alex.
That's me, in that order.
Starting off on hole 1 here, 325 feet. Game plan is to get it just to the right of that big tree you see there, and then try to not go in those trees right there. And if you can pass all of that, you're in good shape. Alex with his drive, pretty much putting on a clinic for us. That is picture perfect. This is something that happens all the time.
Dogs on the course?
Oh my gosh. And Luke brings his dogs to the course every time. And they're great. They don't pick up the discs, but
Luke does sometimes.
does sometimes. Here's me, just trying not to embarrass myself, and that happened.
Oh man, you threw right into those trees.
I said not to, so.
That's embarrassing.
I know.
And Alex saw you do that?
I know.
Yeah, that's gotta be really humiliating.
Yeah, and those trees helped me there a little bit. I actually, that should not have gotten as close to the basket as it did. Here's Luke pitching up. That was pretty solid, actually. You had to get around those trees there. Here's me trying to save my par.
I bet you're gonna make it. Oh,
I don't think you should bet on me, man.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. Alex made his.
Well, that's because he's Alex Geisinger, and he likes to make putts. So
He never misses his putts, and he certainly never four putts anything.
that's not going to happen. So, yep, that's pretty much a common thing for Luke, having to putt over his dogs. And here's me just to save the last little bit of dignity that I have. And
You made it.
There you go.
Look at that.
Look at that. I see a handsome gentleman in the background over there holding the camera.
There's a, yeah, he is very handsome. There was a stranger there. I'm not sure who he was.
All right. Those are the little maps there that Kraig Stenzel was drawing up, and he does a really good job with that. So I really like that you can actually see where everybody went in comparison, and how 3 different people can take 3 different routes to get 3 different scores. So that was fun. Hopefully we all do the same thing on this hyzer line.
Alex is sponsored by Innova.
Yeah. Deservingly.
Yeah, he's real good. He's the best, so he deserves the best.
That's right.
That's
and then
nice,
he's just
Jeff.
showing us again he's the best. Here's Luke turning this thing over way too much.
He likes to practice, though.
He does. Yep.
He doesn't want to put it too close.
I think he was trying to show off the muscles for the camera a little bit there.
Yeah.
Here's me. I'm trying to take a big hyzer line on this and get a little skip towards the basket. And I got no skip at all. So that was a little sad for me, but I'm gonna try to clean up that putt there. Really concentrating on this one. Got Alex Geisinger watching me, so.
I notice he's carrying a camera there too.
It was a group effort all around. And Luke showing us how to putt. Pretty good stuff, using those Macanas. No
As
problem.
we can see, he made that putt very easily despite having carried that camera. So clearly it didn't affect his game at all. That's good. It's important.
I can putt from 5 feet.
You can kill it from 5 feet.
I can. I pretty much have a 4 out of 5, 80% accuracy ratio there.
I'm starting to notice a lot of similarities between the holes with your little diagram of where your throws go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. I like to take hyzer lines, and I definitely don't like birdies.
Yeah. Birdies
So-
are bad for you.
They are. Here's Alex. He's coming up to a 566-foot hole, and Alex Geisinger's licking his chops because he can get it all the way there. Except for that drive. I mean, it was pretty good, obviously, but
He's a little ways away yet.
yeah. This is pretty funny. So Luke and I actually had a $5 bet going on who can drive farther on this hole. So Luke puts it out big, and hyzer, I like it, and then hits a branch, and I am loving that. I just need to get it past that mark, and that's $5 for me. Ripping out my X4 here, and I think I beat him. Little cash in the pocket.
I think you beat Alex on that one.
I might have, actually. I might have. Alex threw it a little bit too high there, so rare occurrence. Coming in with my favorite disc, the Glow Champion Coyote, and it did not go that well, but Alex coming up a bit short on this one. That was actually pretty uncharacteristic of Alex. I really thought that he was just gonna float one in there a little higher, but I think he wanted that skip, and it just didn't work out for him. Here's me thinking about running this putt, and then I just get smart. If I ran that putt, I'd probably get a 5 or 6 on this hole. So here's Alex, and Alex doesn't really like to lay up, so I'm guessing he's going to run this one. If you heard him there, he goes, uh-oh. Downhill, death putt. Coming back up for his 4. This is for the par. So hopefully no dogs get in his way.
You kind of got lucky. You could have gone a lot further down the hill.
Definitely. And he cleans up.
Saved it.
Those 25-foot uphills are pretty routine for Alex.
Oh, now Lundquist is try.
Oh, gosh. Oh.
He almost died just then.
Yep. He almost ate it.
He's
And
in
the dogs are
conditions.
looking out for his safety there.
Yeah.
Again, typical putt for Luke over both of his dogs.
It's cool that he does that, but it actually affects him during competitive play because he can't have his dogs, and he doesn't play as well. He's used to having them in the way. When they're not there, he just can't putt.
Yeah, that's the dogs there actually makes him putt into the chains and he misses low when the dogs are not there. So
Some very handsome cameraman there.
Yep. There's me, just happy I made that one.
We got it on video. So you have a lot of dots at the end of your lines. That's what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
That's a strong short game.
Yep. Very strong short game. You want to have as many dots as possible.
This is nice, this little aerial fly-through.
Definitely. Solid drone footage.
This is a tough hole.
This is a tough hole. So 534 feet, par 4. Basically, the game plan for human beings is to just hit that gap there. See a little white pole sticking up. That is a Mando. You want to stay to the left of that.
Yeah, to the right of that's a steep hill. Drop off.
And I hope I didn't give it away when I said for humans, because Alex Geisinger is not a human. And he puts this thing in the circle, through the trees, with a Mando, hyzer flip, and I'm pretty sure, if I'm not mistaken, that is a mid-range. I don't know what it is, but he's just something else with those mid-ranges and with those flip-up shots. I'm going to do what disc golfers do and not ridiculously strong robot arms do. I'm just going to put it in this gap here.
That's
Hopefully
pretty
get
good
the 3. Yeah, that's usually the play on this one. I'm guessing Luke's going to do the same thing here. It's
Hey,
a
you
smart
looked
play.
are tied right now.
Are we? Well, that's
Yeah,
good.
both +1.
That's good. If I'm not losing to Luke, I'm happy. Luke is a really solid player. He's got an incredible short game, that's for sure. He's got the power. He's got the power for the big drives, but the short game is really where he shines. He can scramble. Hopefully, we can see some of that right here.
His dog wants that disc.
Oh yeah. That dog's name is India, and she will chase the disc all the way up until she gets to it, and then she decides she's not interested. So that's good for the discs themselves. They don't get holes in them. There's Kraig with some serious dance moves.
I think that was intentional.
The pitch up from Luke with his Latitude 64 bite. It's a 150-gram dog disc, and he loves that thing, and he's so good with it. He actually got an ace with that bite not too long ago at the last Cedar Creek Open up here in Minnesota, which was really cool.
Nailed it.
Yeah, a little strong side, but I was really happy to connect that one. My putting game hasn't been to my liking in the recent months, so hitting some putts was making me feel good. And here's Alex for a ridiculous eagle. Pretty solid footage here. It's not every day that somebody gets an even on hole 4 here at CPF. It just started getting really windy on him. There it is.
Yeah, that kid's good.
He's good. He's the youngest of the 3 of us too, so kid is not inaccurate. Clean it up.
Wow.
Oh, look at that.
He's got a lot less dots than you guys.
That's true. I was happy to gain 1 stroke on Luke there. Like I said, Luke's a solid player, so gaining anything on Luke is pretty cool. Here's par 3, hole 5, 160 feet. Basically what you want to do here is make sure not to leave it too low. You just want to kind of hyzer angle it up there and make sure it gets up on that ledge above those stairs, which Alex does perfectly. I believe that's his rat.
This is just a puppy. How old are you? I was gonna say.
Here's me with the buzz.
Some lady talking about the puppies. In the background. Oh, that's a bad kick.
Yeah, it was. I was trying to go for a skip line there, or that's at least what I like to say. Luke with a
I bet he's going to almost get an ace here. Oh, snap.
Oh my God. That was unbelievable to watch from the tee pad because it was perfect the whole way through. That thing had a solid flight, going right for the basket. Not once did I not think he was going to hit metal. Dead center chains, pops right back out. I don't think you can get a worse break than that.
He's pretty upset about that.
He is. But his dogs are pretty happy that he's on his knees there.
Oh, dead center. God, that was silly.
Here's me. I'm just trying to draw some metal here. At least get it up there and just sit it next to the basket. Don't ask me what happened there.
What happened there?
I think my footing was a little off, and I just really wanted to make the putt. And when I really want to make a putt, that's when I just airball it. Alex with the 2.
Your main putter too.
No, it's my throwing one.
Pretty sweet.
Oh.
Like that?
Like that, buddy. Dead center chains came right back out. And for the 3.
Yay, you did it.
I did it.
And a thumbs up.
I'm happy about that one, man. All right. Luke and Alex with similar looking lines there, and me with the 3. Coming into hole 6, 295 feet. Game plan here is actually a turnover. It's a little bit left to right, but from this footage, it kind of looks like you want to do a forehand, but when you're there, you'll see it's a slight right dog leg. Not too much. You just want to turn something over, kind of just like that. I believe that's Alex's Mako.
That's nice. He's at -5 already.
It's unbelievable.
What is the course record on this?
I don't know.
I think it's -6.
He is almost there.
He's only got 13 more holes.
Mm-hmm. I was actually tracking to be down that hill, but I caught a fortunate branch and.
It's smart.
Yeah, it was smart. I saw the branch and I said, you know what? If I hit that thing, it'll probably land next to the basket.
That was not smart.
That went directly OB, and now Luke's going for his 4.
Missed it.
Yeah,
But his dog found it.
The dog felt bad for him there. Here's me trying to get 3 strokes on Luke.
I bet you'll do it. Yep, you did it.
He was shaky, but I had to get there.
Doesn't matter. There's no room for comments on the scorecard, as they say in Spanish.
And what is that in Spanish?
I have no idea.
Oh, there you go.
I just know they say it.
I was hoping you would tell me.
Hey, Rich, you got me by 3.
Do I?
Now Rich is carrying the camera.
I'm actually stealing the camera.
Hopefully that won't affect his game later. Luke with some connect the dots there. Not sure what that was supposed to be.
I think he was trying to draw like an umbrella or something.
He needed a few more throws.
Exactly. Moving on to hole 7, 480 feet. This thing is a bomb. The reason why it's a bomb at 480 feet is because you've got a lot to contend with. There's this solid group of trees right there in the middle, right where your disc should fly through, and you just have to kind of get around it.
Like that?
Yep, just like that. You want the smallest flip up and just a hyzer finish. And that was insanity. If you've ever played CP Adams, you probably know how great that drive was. And if you have never played CP Adams, I encourage you to take a trip up here to Minnesota just to try that line. Pretty tough. Here's me trying to match it. But you can only do so much, you know.
You landed in those trees. Not really a good place to be.
Oh, that's gonna be real tough to get.
Better than that, though.
Oh boy. Oh yeah, I just heard Alex say that's gonna be real tough to get a birdie. So we had another $5 bet going on this one. Anybody that gets a 3 gets $5 from the card. So we're all trying to get that 3, and Luke's going for his 3 here. So I think he's out of the running on this one.
You guys should learn not to bet against Alex. He's
I have-
much better.
I've done a lot of betting against Alex. Played a lot of skins with Alex over the last year or so, and it is always a bad decision. And I always say yes because it's always fun.
Fun to give him your money.
Exactly. I look at my bank account and I say it's so high. It's
Yeah.
just so high.
He needs more money.
Yeah.
I only give him money for Frisbees. I got a couple of his AVRs. They did.
Oh, you do?
I bought 4 of them from him.
Cool.
As soon as he handed them to me, I dropped one on the asphalt. Like literally as he was handing it to me, it fell. Scratched it up. And he would not give me a refund.
Here's me trying to clean up a par with my my lovely Lad 264 bag. Oh my gosh.
What disc is that?
That is a classic blend deputy.
I'd say throw it away.
Well, I've got a ton of those, so
Throw them all away.
jeez. The reason I mentioned the bag is actually pretty funny. We played around. It was.
Oh,
as,
that's
just,
a stroke. Is that a stroke or 2 strokes on Alex?
I'm going to call that a stroke because if we don't call it a stroke, then we have
really
absolutely
sad.
no chance at this point.
Luke's close there.
Yep.
He's only, 11 strokes behind?
Yeah. And I want to mention here, we're on hole 8. We played 7 holes. Pretty amazing that Alex is 7 down through 7. Pretty tough course, and I commend him for that.
Yeah, he's learned a lot from me over the years.
Here's a forehand shot, and Alex hit that tree. And that is not characteristic of Alex, but actually he was telling me on the course that his neck was hurting a little bit, so it was difficult for him to turn his neck to the left. So that kind of cut off his range on that one.
I think that's the second or third time Luke's tried to hit the cameraman.
That was me.
Or that was you.
Yeah.
You guys are just being mean to poor Kraig.
I'm usually nice to Kraig, so I thought I'd change it up. Here's Alex. I think again with the rat. And that was pretty perfect. Not an easy shot from there. I think this is Luke's bite, and he works well with that thing. Let's just say that.
Yep. He just floated that right up.
See, I'm going for my 3rd throw here. The reason why is because that was OB on my drive, so
You should have gone through those 2 trees.
I should have. Alex putting with his Mako.
Just because that's where the basket was.
Luke putting with Alex's Mako. I'm hoping to get in on that action there. If you didn't know, Champion Mako is the best putter out there, ladies and gentlemen. Just saw it right there.
Alex gets paid $2 every time he makes somebody else throw that disc. So it's good for him too.
That's right. And it's nice that other people pay him money besides myself.
Yeah. He's got to make a living.
That's right. Moving on to hole 9, 555 feet. Strategy with this hole is pretty much to just drive it about 450 or so and go for the upshot. It's you've got some low-hanging branches that kind of prevent you from going all the way, and
You also want to end up in the basket too. That's part of the strategy.
exactly. And that's something that
I just
sometimes
feel like
is
it needs to be
forgotten.
mentioned.
Yeah, I think it should be mentioned because it is forgotten a lot of the time. Here's Alex, just exactly 450 feet or so, and just gonna go for that. We're gonna go for that 3, or I bet you Alex is actually gonna run that thing. Here's Luke, ending up a little short, a little bit right.
This guy Richie.
Oh yeah. Bringing out that X4 again. Showing off the big guns.
What's an X4?
X4 is a Prodigy disc, and it is slightly understable.
Okay. It looked real stable.
It's actually pretty understable, to tell you the truth. I was fighting a little bit of a tailwind there, so wanted to get a little bit more understable.
You might have to throw it harder too.
Yep.
Did you just try to hit him again, or was that Luke?
That was Luke.
You both of you. You owe him an apology.
I do. This, I don't know what happened there. I just, way too much mustard on that one. Way too high. I wish I could have that one back.
Condiments and disc golf definitely don't go together.
No, they don't. Going for the bird. About a 70-foot downhill putt.
Almost had it.
Yeah, I did. That thing,
Just been better.
the only way that could have been better was in the hole. Splash out. Over the dogs, that's how Luke makes his putts.
Strokes. Alex is not used to putting with the dogs, but makes it anyway. Because he's a professional.
Alex was laughing here because that green disc actually landed in a dog pile, so he was laughing there. I don't think he wants to use that disc for the rest of the round. So I am kind of slowly losing my ground on Luke there, and move on to the back nine, guys. Stay tuned for that. It's gonna be interesting.
Alex is really whipping your guys' butts.